On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 68.
They'll start by running the option to the right. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And this one's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19 charge. Ready.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throwing after the interception. Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Off-play action, it's Cunningham. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
65.
Here's Cunningham. A hit as...
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Cunningham. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he stopped immediately there. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Williams looking to do it himself. They find some open field here. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Caleb Williams, 48 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
11-yard line.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colston Loveland from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ndamukong Suh forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
19, Sergeant, 19, Sergeant.
Cunningham looking to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Big strides, look at him go. To the 20. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Cunningham. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's going to try and take off with it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Check, smash, check, go street. Hurt, say, hurt. Steady.
They'll run for it with Peterson. In the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randall Cunningham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Williams. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
No good on the big extra point.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. we saw this franchise do this back in the '09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Williams looking to do it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Caleb Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Jaguars 28, Saints 19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Draymond Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He may go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randall Cunningham, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Saints 27.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run Monangai. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
13 more yards. That's enough. Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Here's Monangai. And diving to try to get the 1st down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
What is up?
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Malik Neighbors there to make the grab. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
24 yards. And the Saints, 1st down.
70, go.
Off the play fake. Cunningham. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Ready, ready?
And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Randall Cunningham, 27 yards. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Cunningham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Riggs!
They run over center with Peterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was just thinking could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Go! Lightning 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 70 Timberwolves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity. And now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Pat, rig alert, pat to 60, pat to 60. Hurt. Grab your line. Check out.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go street. Grab your line. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back?
The tight end Ertz in motion. Stroud begins with a pass. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. That is Darius Smith getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
On the quick, right?
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Finds an alley to the 35. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
A loss of 14 on the play, and it's 3 and out.
Ready up.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Rig alert. 60 Eagles.
He's going to try to get this himself. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. The tight end Ertz in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
All right. 18. What's that? 11.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Rig. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll run again. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
So after 1, the Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Check smash.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 7 yards. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Cougar nice.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Oh, ready. 18. Okay.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Stroud to throw here on first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready. 18. Okay.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Out to his right. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. 18. Okay.
Now, Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as we take down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Let's go now.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Three. Ready.
They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And a 49er.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion a tight end right. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Going for it all. That's caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, 49ers. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll return this from the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Stephanie! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? Rig alert, 70 Lions. Check.
He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
All right. Look the hot. On 18. Hey, south. Play.
On first down, it's Stroud. Forced out left. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect.
Now a shot here, deep middle. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. That's it. Good.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big one there to start the second half. 37 yards. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Johnson will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Niners 28, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll look to throw here on first down. A short one taken by Hockenson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raiders first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll look to throw. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Tony.
Now Barkley. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 35 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Another swap.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Rolling right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's check. 70 Lions.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
All right. 118. That's it.
On play action. Stroud on the run to the right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. That's the veteran Calais Campbell in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. On second down, Stroud He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Travon Walker. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Pushed out to his left. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Here we go. Why Tony? 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Rolling to the left. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, San Francisco. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this that clock runs out.
Even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
19 Tiger. Check smash. 70 Timberwolves.
That's taken in. Oh, yeah. And he is out of bounds. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
70 Timberwolves. Go street. Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
The RPO, that one is complete.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Headed left, buying time. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to air this one out. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Here we go. One final play. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen, for our entire team. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after them, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Quick throw, taken in. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it into the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after the catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to 60.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very short kick, taken past the 20. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking this one downfield for Hockenson.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Murray. Forced out wide. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Good for the Dolphins. First down. First down and goal to go.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Miami. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Let's see what Murray has planned on this two-point attempt.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.